Okay, up to now, if Re team wins, they get 1 point each, and the opponents lose 1 point each. If the Contra team wins, they win 2 points each, and the Re team loses 2 points each. So there is a way of boosting the points that you get if you win, and also if you lose, by making an announcement of the team that you're on up to a certain point in the game. So let's have a look at this game. Let's assume this Contra player is leading. They lead with the 10 of clubs because they haven't got any aces, and they're hoping their partner can trump it or head the trick. The player immediately to their left is actually turns out to be their opponent from the Re team, and they can trump clubs. So let's and they look at their hand and they think, oh, they've got 7 trumps, decent holdings there. As soon as they trump this, they can lead out their aces, and actually they think they can win this hand even if their Re partner isn't that strong. So they announce Re at this point, and they trump with the ace of diamonds, because why wouldn't you at this point? Because it's relatively low risk and you get your fox home. Now that has two effects, bidding Re at that point. Firstly, it tells everyone else, including your partner and the opponents, that you're a member of the Re team. So it'll be easier now for your partner to feed you high cards, but equally easier for the opponents, for the Contra team, to play against you. So you have to be a bit careful. The other effect it has is that if you do win, it raises the game value by 2 points. So if you win the game now, you get an extra 2 points on top of the 1 point for winning for Re. Okay, and equally if you lose an extra 2 points. So it adds 2 points. So let's carry on around. My partner is the Re partner has just trumped this. I've got most of the rest of the clubs here, so I'm going to throw away a nice high club onto my partner's trumps, and unfortunately the Contra team has no choice but to follow suit and put another. So that's actually a Doppelkopf trick. So that's actually an extra bonus point to be added that will be added at the end, and you would show that by sticking out one of the cards, not the ace of diamonds, because that would be something different. That would show that you captured the fox. Okay, so at this point, so the Re team, either the Re team or the Contra team, can say, are the real Contra up to the point where they have 11 cards in their hand. So as you're laying down your 11th card, that's the last point. So at the laying down your second card, i.e. with 11 cards left in your hand, that's the last point. You can say Re or Contra. Okay. But your opponents can also raise the bidding. So if Contra team thinks that actually, despite the apparent strength of the Re's hand, they've got an even stronger hand, they can say Contra, and that raises it by a further 2 points. So whoever wins or loses now will be getting an extra 4 points on top of the win or lose score. Okay, so actually at this point, Contra, this play down here, because he's got the top 2 trumps and he's got about what 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Got 9 trumps in his hand, and he's void now in 2 suits. He's thinking, actually, I'm not so sure that the Re team's going to win this. I think we might be able to do it. So he's contemplating saying Contra, and so let's see what happens. So this player over here now decides, oh well, spades hasn't been led yet, so I'll lead spades. His partner thinks about actually playing his ace, but is slightly hesitant, so plays a king. I hold the ace back for later, because probably he can put it on one of his partner's trumps, because he seems to be strong in trumps. And at this point, this player says Contra, because in fact he could wait a further trick, because he's still got 11 cards in hand. So basically you've got another, so you can wait until you've got 10 cards in your hand to say Contra, if you're responding to somebody who's already said Re, and vice versa. If this player had said Contra first with 11 cards in their hand, either of the Re players could then say Re when they still had 10 cards in their hand. Okay, so this player says Contra, trumps with the king, and then his partner plays the 10 of spades on top. So it's a higher stakes game all round this. I'm going to keep playing, and I'm not absolutely sure who's going to win this one. It'll probably be, but you never know. And I will come back and show you how we would score this at the end, okay?